Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Open live stream. Let's see what the heck is going on in the market today. I'm kind of hopeful that this week we just have some nice, beautiful, some leftover to the moonage, or some more by the moon to the moonage, and some leftover by the dippage. I think that's the way to put it. Yeah, we need a lot of to the moon and a little bit of by the dip. Okay, but otherwise, whew, I think we've had enough of a roller coaster. So let's see what we got today. So far today, we're starting with the market opening bell 4.5 minutes away. We are starting with Sundial, AMC, Zom, and Carnival, all in red here. But these guys actually not. I mean, Sundial and AMC down about 4.5% here. But these are the only, and Zom here, all about 4.5 to 4.7% down. But once we get beyond these guys, we don't have that much red today. Carnival's down 1.6%, which is interesting because JP Morgan just increased their price target from $23 to $33. But hey, markets don't only move off price targets. We got Pinterest actually down about 1%, with Redfin down just roughly 1%. Let's flip on over to see what's green here. Interesting. Okay, so not a surprise in some sense. We've got, after the really, really, really bullish work by Cathie Wood and the team over at ARK Invest, we've got Tesla. Tesla up 4% here in the pre-market open. It looks like we ran up about 1.7, I'm sorry, 1.7 to 2% right when pre-market opened. And we've kind of been trending straight up here on Tesla. So Tesla's going to be one to watch for the day. We're going to go over 700. Are we going to finally close over 700 again? So a lot of people are saying, by the way, because I like to read this stuff. There are a lot of folks saying, hey, maybe Tesla will break out around 710 or 712. And once we cross that number, that's it. Moon. Now, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to take a peek at it. But we'll definitely see. We've also got Jerome Powell speaking this week. He'll be speaking quite a bit at various different meetings and sort of governmental events. Right now, he's actually in conversations about central bank digital currencies. It's really, really, really boring. So just expect me to do a summary at some point, so that way, you don't necessarily have to just wait around, just to wait and see what's going. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I want to make sure we are live. Let's see. I gotta hold on. For some reason, my screen. There we go. No, we should be good, right? Can I just get a thumbs up here in the chat really quick? I'm pretty sure we're good. But anyway, so let's keep going here. So, NGA. Here's another big one. There we go. NGA. This is interesting. Why this thing is running as much as it is right now is pretty interesting here. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. We've got a 9% run on NGA today. We know this thing likes to rubber band back to 20, but 9%, that's a pretty big movement. That almost implies that we're going to see some kind of news piece here. Let's see what Weeble's saying. I can't say that Weeble actually sees anything other than at least in the news section. We'll check the terminal in a moment. But NGA, Tesla, big moves here. Big run here, actually. Look at Tesla right here as we're getting right to the open. We're about 90 seconds away. We've got potentially a run coming up over here to Tesla. We got Microvision up 3%, BNGO up 3%, Blink Charging up to Churchill Capital for Lucid up to about 27.50 here. Not a lot of actual movement here in this market. I mean, sure, Canoe, Neo, a couple percent here and there. But we're still seeing these relatively low levels, right? We're still seeing, I mean, look, Enphase to me is a buy under 200. It's at 157. That's cheap. You've got Neo under 45. It's relatively cheap. I mean, Tesla still, sure, it's up 4.5%. And sure, we're green candlesticking, but under 700. It's still relatively cheap compared to where we have been. Palantir, what are we, under 25? Yeah, under 25 for Palantir. Relatively cheap. Now, look, there's still companies that trade at high multiples, but that's because they're companies that we believe will have very large growth and be here for the foreseeable future. So, I'm personally excited about all these companies. But hey, we'll see what the market thinks. Now we are going to switch on over to Jim Cramer here for a moment, and let's listen into the bell. because I like listening to the opening bell.
All the buying that you've seen for companies that are involved with travel, I think are going to be vindicated.
Yeah, although you brought up an interesting point on Friday when we were talking about that debate about once you're vaccinated fully, do you really need to be still wearing a mask? And is it in some way not giving people the carrot?
Well, I think they can do it out of courtesy. That's the reason.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's going to be two classes of people, David, the vaxxers and the non.
All right. Well,
and I'm not sure.
While they debate masks, we'll debate the sticks. So let's hop on over to the sticks. Let's see what we got going on here. So this is Palantir's Open. It's actually a big fat red candlestick. That's not so good. What's happening here? What's with the big fat red candlestick? That's interesting. So, okay. NGA also, ooh, okay. Nice big red candlestick. Okay, but Tesla's actually a green candlestick with a good, nice volume on the open here. Microvision, wow, nice 4% run here. We've got Upstart, oh my gosh, Upstart running again. I mean, here's a stock that'll just double and then run another 20% on you. That is, woo, wow. That is incredible. Look at that. Upstart just run. Here I am waiting for that thing to sell off. I don't know. Am I going to see it? Who knows? We'll see. All right. What else is going on here? So Tesla, stabilizing candles here. Okay. GameStop's, oh, look at that. We got a nice fat candlestick on GameStop. We got a little bit of a potential run forming here. We'll see how this goes. We got charge points up. Charge points, some nice green candles. We've got Etsy, really good blow here. Really nice up, 220. We've got Enphase, good. I mean, green candle here, but still 159. Dirt cheap for such a phenomenal company. High margin company, great products. We got Matterport that's actually down here on the open. Really interesting. It was a rough, okay pre-market here. All of a sudden, right before the close, we get some red here on Matterport, and it seems like that's now relaxing here. It looks like the volume is just a little too low there on Matterport to really tell what the pricing is going to look like for now. So we'll stand by on that one. We got JP Morgan down 1%. Pinterest is down about 1%. Like, why? Why would Pinterest be down? I don't know. S&P up for the first time in 3 days, says Jim Cramer. Okay, Jim. Okay. We'll see. We'll pull up. We'll see what's going on with yields, too, in just a moment. Let's see here. Facebook. So these guys in the middle here. Domino's, Facebook. Okay, what else going on here? Going to the top here. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at the run on Tesla. Oh, snap. Where'd GME go? Uh-oh. GameStop, GameStop was up about 4.5% here intra-candle, but is kind of giving that candle up here. So not a good indication here of strength. Affirm, terribly oversold, but wow. Here we go. I think the runner today it's not NGA. Tesla's like, oh, heck no, you're going to pass me up. This is my day. This is my day. When do you get a price target that is so freaking bullish? You don't. Thank you. That's basically Tesla today. But I'll tell you, look, SunPower just on its heels. SunPower, another solar and energy play. ARK Invest, by the way, not digging the margins that you could get over at the energy division. Take a look at the heat map here on CNBC. Lots of red, actually.
Valuing this company, let's see, its EBITDA was 104 million.
Yeah.
So
that looked like it was today. That's interesting. Okay. That almost started looking more red than we were green there. It's like we kind of had a little of a decent opening, and then all of a sudden the pullback here. So we are heading to Tesla 700. We the last let's see here. My Webull. Not my everything, right? But my Webull cost basis is actually 696. So that's interesting. All right. What else? So we're almost there. So SunPower, Webull represents most of my purchases since November, end of November, December. So I guess that makes sense. Let's see. Silver Spike, Enphase. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we got that 4% over at Enphase. Still terribly, terribly cheap deal, in my opinion. This is great. We've got, let's see here. Okay. We've got NGA. Not holding up on any of its gains here. It's just giving them up. It's like, cheap gains here. Oh yeah, I got gains and then, here I am and now I'm gone. What's MP Materials doing? MP Materials, we've got, rough candlesticks here. Nothing to really be excited about. I mean, Playboy, that's, more exciting. There we've got, let's see, GME. No, GME's just giving it up. And GME cannot keep it up. It's giving it up instead. Tesla is getting its first little red candle here. Also trying to, stalling that run. Look, a decent open here, but it's not like everything's zooming today. Certainly, look, we got a lot of these 1%ers here in tech, but I wouldn't call any of these zoomers. Look at AMC giving up 9% here. Ouchies, ouchies at the AMC. That's not good. Yeah, bad. And this is interesting. They're talking about tech sector leading. I'll pull up the 10-year as well. But what do we got here?
Without a doubt.
But Lucid is, I've been in one.
Yeah.
I would describe Lucid as I was trying to this weekend, kind of analogize to Lamborghini. The Lamborghini is obviously ICE, internal combustion. I feel that this is a luxury race car. And that goes 500 miles for a battery charge, and that therefore it's worth something. But David, the valuation is very high, and when you look at the valuation of Churchill Capital, $7 billion, that is not the real. That's not the valuation.
The deal hasn't closed. There's going to be 1.6 billion shares outstanding. That's what you need to take that number at Churchill for, multiply that by 1.6 billion to get your actual market cap for Lucid.
Why is that so opaque? Because people may not understand.
Well, because but it's in. Take a look at the filings, and you can figure it out.
But nobody.
The younger people don't look at the filings.
We're gonna have more and more SPACs coming up.
That's literally what I just said. Nobody does. See, that's another thing to keep in mind is when people type in like market cap CCAV, they're getting the market cap of the SPAC, not at what valuation that SPAC is actually buying Lucid or buying into Lucid, and so that's a very important difference. So, over at, the valuation of Lucid is obviously substantially higher because of that. Yeah. Okay. Let's listen in just for our last moment here.
Canadian Pacific CEO Keith Creel. Keith, thanks for being with us this morning. Congrats on the deal.
Hey, good morning, Morgan. It's
I thought they were going to get Roaring Kitty.
All right. So we've heard about the possibility of a Canadian railroad and a U.S. railroad coming together for years.
All right. Let's go. Let's try to get up. What's going on in the terminal? Tell me what's going on. Launch. All right, we're gonna get the terminal up. Oh, come on. See, if I'm not like instantly getting this thing to log in, it always kicks me out. It's so annoying. But we'll get in here. Let's for a moment while we get this. Let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can get Fox up for a sec. Fox Business. It's always got to be business. Let's see if they're actually talking about business today. Nope, they're talking about a TV commercial. Okay, how about Bloomberg? Like Bloomberg TV. Well, we do have that. Let's listen in while I log in.
You could end up with some headwinds at some point for value. We don't think we're there yet. So the other thing you got to pair with this value idea is the idea of quality. So we want to own value, true, but we want to look at the quality of the companies that are in there and make sure that we're not exposed to, let's say, too much leverage.
Let me come back to the same question again, Jay. Let me put you on the spot just a little bit, Jay. Can the value
That's a really good point, and that's something that we haven't heard enough of. Is we've generally been hearing the suits talk about, time to buy recovery and just buy the stuff that's rotating and all this, right? I don't know. Be careful. You really want to stay away from companies that are too heavily indebted as well. That's important. And so thank you, Mr. Suit, for saying that.
Over the last couple of weeks. But importantly, if rates stabilize, then technology stabilizes. And we have what we've seen, John, a very robust a very broad-based, good breadth market that has allowed us to defang the fangs, to knock out the GameStops, and to cool off the cyclical energy sectors we saw last week, all while continuing to march higher to new all-time highs. That shows you how strong this market is. And so I'm expecting not a crash in big tech. I'm expecting relative underperformance for big tech versus value, and for the U.S. versus the rest of the world, which is great for the rest of the world if the U.S. just underperforms as opposed to crashing.
You're so eager to talk about the rest of the world. Jay, I'm getting there. Just give me a couple of minutes. Jay,
another thing I hear a lot of too is what if we get like a sideways trading at tech for a while, or we just see like, okay, hey, look, we like end phase, but it just trades sideways for a bit. It's possible. I'm so bullish on these. I think it's almost a little bit, and it as it's not as exciting, but personally, it's kind of like, hey, look, if the longer prices stay depressed, the more time I have to go make some money and go buy more. The more I can increase my ownership, because that's what I care about. I want more ownership. I want more ownership in the companies that I love. And if you want more of these kinds of insights, always make sure to take advantage of that 38% off coupon code. So I'm officially deciding that the price of that, by the way, for all the programs, the prices will be going up Friday evening. We extended it for the stimulus checks because they came like literally right on the expiration, and people are still getting them. Just drop dead Friday night. Prices go up. So feel free to check to take a look at that coupon code. But anyway. For the courses linked down below and the private live streams and the lifetime access to the lectures, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we got it out of the way. So what's actually going on here? Okay, let's get the terminal up. Let's see what's going on in the 10. Let's see what's going on in top news today. Let's see maybe if they're also live blogging Jerome. That'd be kind of cool if we could get a little bit of a live blog on Jerome. Yeah, thank you, Joshua, for joining and saying that. We ran a Twitter poll. 79% of you are like extended for the people waiting for their checks. So we went with the majority, and that's actually a really big majority, 79%. Okay, so let's look at the line chart here on the 10, and then let's see what the suits are saying here. Okay, so we're at what 1.69% on the 10. If we go back over the last 3 days, we've actually got a little bit of a relaxation here. As the bond market opened up yesterday and into this morning here. A little bit of a relaxation on rates. That's nice. We do have J-Pow and central bankers around the world really talking about, who knows, various different things. Let's see. I wonder if we can get the Market Live blog. Maybe they're covering Jerome. I'll pull it really quick. Market Live blog. All right. Inflation debate requires consumers to weigh in. Did Jim Cramer just crash CCIV again? The power of the CNBC to get people to trade is actually very, very incredible. Yeah, but what do we got here? Like calling it a luxury car either. What is it? What do you call it? The Lambo. The Lambo of the EVs. A U.S. inflation overshoot in the coming months is a foregone conclusion. The risks derailing the equity rally on a premature conviction of investors overheating fears and in turn potentially spurring Fed intervention to reduce pressure. But it's all about data beyond that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So we know people are going to be watching inflation like crazy. Demand surge could be a one-off. To be sure, pieces. Okay. So they're actually here saying, hey, look, we think like we're thinking with so much certainty that inflation's going to come, but now Bloomberg's actually saying here in their article, but hey, maybe not. All right. And I think the more we start seeing the suits, because that's an expectation that I've held for months, is the maybe not is probably going to be probably not. But once the suits start realizing that a little bit more, that we go, well, okay, maybe we actually don't have inflation coming as we expect, via at least the traditional forms of or traditional measures of inflation. That'll be interesting because we could see a lot of people rotate from those inflation plays right back into some of our non or low inflation plays, which generally tech is a beneficiary of that. All right, so now we're talking about Turkey and Switzerland. So let's hit the sticks again here. All right, so what do we got here? Oh, Tesla. Oh, Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. Dear. Okay, so Tesla is giving it up again. Oh, yep, here we go. No, wait, no, okay, I just trying to come back. Now we need the song. We need another clip. Baby, come back. You can blame it all. Yeah. All right. So Tesla now at 4.5%. API coming back over 60 here, 4.85%. We've got, let's see here, NGA. I mean, a lot of volatility in these guys over here. NGA just couldn't keep it up. Tesla's, with any kind of hype news, right? You know what I say about this. Any kind of hype news ends up getting people excited for a moment. You get a lot of market open buys, and then you get like the slow deflation in the balloon, the super normal, super common, and the chart just went away. So that could be what we're seeing here. And I mean, judging by this chart here, it's kind of exactly what we're seeing. Yeah. So, okay, hold on one second here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, sorry. One more sec. There we go. Okay. So let's see what else is actually happening in this day. Let's look at the downs. We got AMC. AMC down, or still about 9%, roughly 9% here. Sundial moving down here. Remember, Sundial is an interesting one. Sundial was one of those like 50-cent stocks there for a very, very long period of time. And I mean, at $1.30, it's obviously way, 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 way freaking up. But I don't know. I mean, is it going to go back to 50 cents? Let's see. Let's pull out here on Sundial, and let's just look, for example, at the week here. We've got, 50 cents was really this sort of bow that we had sitting around here around beginning of January. And after, and even in December, after Biden got, after the election, we should say, after the election, that's really when we saw Sundial pop, right? From like a 13-cent penny stock to the 30s, to the 40s, sitting around 50 for a while. And it really just sort of blew up right around the whole Jan 28 GameStop debacle. I mean, it almost kind of started blowing up after, right after things started blowing up at GameStop. It's like, oh, maybe Sundial's the next one. Thing ran to like $4.80. And it's kind of been deflating since then. It's been like this slow bleed on it. It's kind of been, I don't know. Okay, so G-Tech, the cannabis play, down about 4.25% here. Oh, interesting. The airlines are down today. See, and airlines of recovery have been doing so well, like Carnival and the airlines, Norwegian. These guys have just been doing so well. And now they're selling off. Why would Purple and Tattooed Chef be over here? That doesn't make sense. This, by the way, is my take a look at this. This is my I'm not effing leaving coffee mug. Have you seen this one? This one's also in the merch store. metkevin.com/merch. I make like $1 per mug off them, so it's not like it's like a high profit thing. I just think they're fun. I don't know. I like it. All right. So somebody just reported what? Dow Jones, Pinterest, time price target. B of A Securities cuts price target on Pinterest from 94 to 78. Yeah, well, they're idiots. Pinterest is freaking awesome. It does look like that is weighing on pins a little bit here. We got pins. Let's go intraday here. Pinterest, that kind of just This is not horrible. 2%, whatever. Look, this thing under 70. Buy. Under 70, you buy this. Oh, Matterport, look, 1.69%. That's nothing. Spirit Airlines, Canoe, Macy's, these guys down 1% here or whatever. No frickin' big deal. It's kind of boring. Oh, yeah, look at Churchill Capital. All of a sudden went negative here. Churchill Capital was up about 2%. Just turned negative on the day. And Tesla's still stable around about that 5%. Big green candlestick coming in here. Trying to remain a player here. Trying to remain, relevant amongst the winners today. Which we've got a few of them. I mean, Upstart, oh my gosh. Now it's over 3% up. I mean, this stock got so much love out of nowhere. And it was really on that acquisition with the dealership platform for cars, the car dealership platform, which I just wonder if that's a little overhyped. It's a little kooky. Let's look at the other top news here at what the suits are seeing. Get out of here. Go away. There we go. Top news. All right. What's the actual? What do we actually got here? Sri Lanka central bank and currency swap agreement with China. Okay. New Jersey will pause further reopenings as COVID cases rise. Oh, well, that could lead to a little bit of like the travel sell-off. That could be why. Oh, man. Good old coffee. I actually over-diluted my coffee this morning today, huh? So it's got like no taste. It's black coffee, but it tastes like water right now. It kind of sucks. I had to make it. I made it twice accidentally through the same filter. Yeah, that's probably why, or not filter, like little Keurig cup. No, that's just this.
We got a lot more Squawk in the Street straight ahead. Stay with us.
Oh, okay, sure. You guys go commercial. Oh, they have a nice little chart there showing some pain and recovery here. All right. Thank you, by the way. Shout out to Joe, the investor, for sending this Bank of America price cut. I don't really care. People can have all the price targets they want. They're nuts. So, okay. All right. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. So other news here. Guggenheim says Powell is giving conflicting guidance on bonds. Really? What's he saying? Let's say, why don't I message Lauren on the coffee? Yeah, coffee snobs in the house. You use Keurig. You must hate coffee. Oh my gosh. I just don't have time. That's it. I need to be able to have some hot coffee like instantly. And so we just get I think it's like the cheap little Costco ones. So each cup is even cheaper, like marginally cheaper. And that way it's not sitting like in a pot and made all day long. I guess I could do iced, but iced, look, it's already 65 degrees in this room. I mean, why do I wear a sweater every day? The last thing I need is iced in here. Anyway. All right. All right. So Guggenheim says Powell is giving conflicting guidance on bonds. Guggenheim Investment says Fed Chair Jerome Powell is giving conflicting guidance to bond investors. Dovish forward guidance is bullish for the short end, while the Fed's efforts to lift inflation expectations have been bearish for the long end. Okay, so in other words, the Fed is like, hey, we think we can get inflation up. We think we can get rates up. But in the long run, I don't know, maybe we can't get to 2%. I mean, I feel like he's been consistent about that. The belly of the curve is caught in the middle. Okay. Bond market has had difficulty sustaining rates at or near the Fed's neutral rate projection. And we see no reason to expect a different result this time. The sell-off has largely run its course. So in other words, they don't think yields will continue to skyrocket in bonds, which is good because, look, when treasuries sell off, these yields go up. And just remember that relationship. Guggenheim said investors face the question of whether the sell-off has more room to run, but its analysts suggest it has largely run its course. The group doesn't expect the Fed to revise up its neutral rate estimate. While the Fed has succeeded in lifting growth and inflation expectations, it now has a different problem. The market is pricing in premature rate hikes. This is what I think. Like, I've been thinking that for months. Like, nobody's going to be able to go, oh, Kevin changed his mind on the Fed. Nobody's going to be able to say that because I feel like I've said this in like 100 videos now. I've been very, very consistent. I don't think rates are going to go up as quickly as people think, and I don't think we're going to see the inflation people think. While the Fed has succeeded, it now has a different problem. The market is pricing in premature rate hikes. According to the note, the upshot for bond investors is that the steeper yield curve now offers an attractive carry and roll down portfolio. Okay, in English, you could buy the dip in bonds. If the Fed is as patient as we expect it to be, total returns for core fixed income investors have the opportunity to be much better. And when you buy the dip, your return's going to be better. The way they write these articles is like, it's for the suits. Oh, that's supposed to say done. Done, not down. There we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Trump. Booby-trap threatens FAA upgrade. Okay. Okay, I don't know that we care about the booby trap right now. Hedging NASDAQ 100 is retail's latest craze. Okay, yeah. So basically, how do you still make money while tech goes down, right? Let's see what they say. Love technology stock and hate options? Such was the mantra of retail investors for much of the past year. I don't know about that one. I think this has actually been love technology stocks and love technology stocks and love options of really all kinds. But they're saying tech options. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe. They were euphoric on the sector in the summer and somewhat skeptical in the later part of 2020. Now newbie traders, why do we got to be newbies? Are betting big on the sector through stocks and even bigger against it via options. Bearish options on the largest technology ETF have been the second most popular. So people shorting basically the NASDAQ bet that retail traders made with options this year. Rising bearish volume on the ETF's options came as traders were simultaneously buyers of underlying ETF and related tech funds like ARK, or stocks like Tesla. So people are buying those. They're buying the dip on those, they're saying. But at the same time, they're also buying puts on like the NASDAQ 100 or the QQQ. The likely reason the retail crowd is bullish on tech stocks but hedges its positions via options in case stocks fall lower. I don't do that. I don't do any of that. I just buy. No hedge? Not for me. Bets both on and against QQQ, a NASDAQ, are somewhat of a departure from how amateur traders expressed their views on tech the last year. I mean, that's a good point. Across the options universe, retail call volume outnumbers put trading volume 1.9 to 1 across the options universe. Okay, well, that's across everything. Right. All right, anything else here? I mean, this is a fascinating retail market share by underlying sector. Oh, well, that does not surprise me that retail buyers aren't buying utilities and real estate. Ew, why would you buy those in stocks? Because that means REITs and real estate, which obviously I'm much more interested in actually real ownership of real estate. Travel stocks slipped in the pre-market trading following slumps for European. Blah, blah. Okay, yeah, European continued problems. Got it. Okay, interesting. So people, shorting tech, while at the same time, buying tech and buying the dip. It makes you wonder, like, how much of an impact is retail having to potentially depress the tech sector by shorting the whole sector in the first place? You know, it's kind of like fulfilling or like creating our own dip. Whoa, Tesla can't keep it up. Can't keep it up, boys and girls. It's only at 3.9 right now. Freaking baby. A little baby stock. Look at AMC. Ouch. Come on, AMC. Get it together here, will ya? Let's see here. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So AMC 10-ish% here down. What do we have in terms of let's see. What do we have on GME? Let's see where GME is right now. GME. All right. Let's see here. So come on. Weeble's being funny. There we go. Oh, hold on. Breaking news. What is the breaking news?
Home sales in February fell 6.6% to a seasonally adjusted annualized rate of 6.22 million.
That's pretty low.
The street was looking for 6.5 million, so that's a pretty big miss. And also January's numbers were revised lower. Sales still up 9.1% year over year, but the problem continues to be supply or lack thereof it. Supply fell 29.5% year over year. That is the largest drop on record to just 1.03 million homes for sale. That matches January's record low. And it is also a 2-month supply at the current sales pace. A balanced market is considered a 6-month supply. Lack of supply pushing home prices up. The median existing home price in February was $313,000, up 15.8% year over year. That's because the high end is selling. $1 million plus homes up 81% in sales year over year. Those priced between $100,000 and $250,000 down 11%. So no supply in this market at all, David.
Diana, thank you. Diana Olick. Let's go over to Mike Santoli now as well. Mike, you know, it's interesting, of course, we are very close to the anniversary of the lows that we saw in the stock market last year. And it was a great time, as we know now, to buy.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow being basically the bottom. That's crazy that it's been a year. But anywho, yeah, I mean, look at this. Tesla kind of trending down a little bit here again. Tesla trending down at 678. We've got Airbnb at 332. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 3% on Airbnb. $200. API over 60 here. NGA 4%. Really like an interesting little like pop that we had here in the morning, but now it's kind of like things are deflating here in the day. What's SPY doing? Let's see. S&P. ETF here. I mean, it's still actually trending up on SPY, but Palantir's down. We've got Tesla still trending towards that down direction. AMC 13% down. What's happening here now? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, okay. AMC down about 12.6% here. Sundial, Zom, and Naked, and whoa, why is Redfin? What's happening here? All of a sudden, everything's going red here. Nice little potential sell-off here. Look at the red that's getting redder here. We've got Nano Dimension, Spirit, Lemonade, Norwegian, Matterport, United, Pins, all trending down right here. Not only in the day, but I mean, now we're down almost 5% on Redfin here. See, we've got, let's see here. We've got Lemonade, also down about 2.88%, down to about $97. EXBI, down almost under $50 here. We've got Aurora Cannabis, Cannabis down a couple percent on these. The greens are just not holding up here either. So we've got Tesla down 7.8%. Somebody mentions here. Okay. It's about Redfin. Let's see. Let's look at this here. What do we got? So I see here. Thank you for this, by the way, Sin. Let's see, Sin. Thank you. Looks like Redfin is issuing some bonds, raising some money, raising some dollars, dollar hollers. Let's see what we got on the dollar hollers here. Who watched Big Brother? Who watched that season? Get you a dollar holler. Anyway, so Redfin today announced that it proposed $500 million aggregate principal amounts of convertible 2027 shares, purchase up to an additional $75 million. Okay, what price? What price? I mean, look, for 2027, I would really hope, I mean, that's 6 years. I hope these are at least like 150 convertibles, $150 a share, right? Do they not show it here? Come on, per share. They gotta give you the conversion. All right, fine. Well, I'll pull it up myself here. Let's see. I could probably go terminal filings. You know, Redfin's another one of my faves. I call them like a little virus that just is expanding. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got. Let's see if I can get the filing. Okay. Okay. Give me the filing, please. There we go. That Bloomberg terminal actually makes it a little easier to get to these. Okay, how much? How much? Convertible. Where's the price? Usually they give us a conversion price. Well, that's just going to be at market at the time, which I suppose is possible. Okay. Press release. Here's the press release. I don't see a price. Okay. Well, I'll have to dig into this a little bit more. Sometimes we get a price. Sometimes we get a market value. That might be why Redfin's down a little bit more, is that they didn't give us like a really bullish price for conversion. Yeah, I guess not. So just be market value. Okay, maybe that's why. Just raised a bunch of money. It does dilute shareholders, right? When they do this, you dilute shareholders. So it's not uncommon to see that. We've got Pinterest here, 3.5% down. Redfin down almost 5% here after this news. AMC was just almost down 13.37. Now down about 13% even here. G-Tech, Matterport going back down here. Well, sort of a bumpy ride here. Selling my car to buy more dip. You know, that's a lot. I don't know, who was I talking to yesterday? Somebody, I think it was my father-in-law. I was really frustrated because somebody said, and I've heard this a few times. They're like, "Oh, Kevin, I've been driving a lot of Uber as a side hustle during the pandemic, and been watching your videos, great. I decided to sell all the money or take my money out of the stock market because I've made money over the last year, and I decided to buy a Tesla, a Model 3. I finally bought a Tesla Model 3." And I literally just want to grab him by the throat and smack him in the face. So I'm like, "You idiot. What are you doing? Stop it. Don't sell your stocks to buy a stupid car. Like, buy the stock." I don't know. It makes me sad. I don't want to hear that. Like, cars are so dumb. They're a waste of money. Anyway, Tesla. Speaking of Tesla, it's up about 3.5% here. It's not as juicy as that 5% run we saw this morning. We still got Affirm and some of these other companies holding up here. Disney giving us about 2% here. Dave & Buster's, $47. Incredible. We've got, what else here? We got Fisker. Fisker's down, going to go under 20 here. Churchill Capital down about 2.5% here. Everything just trending down here. Everything's trending down. Sundial. I mean, what's trending up? Let's find something. Oh, okay. We had a little bit of a green shoot on Naked there. Okay. Actually getting a little bit of green candlesticks here. It's almost like, okay, did we potentially hit a bottom here? Carnival just down a little over 4%. It was down like 4.5%. Now it's potentially bottoming. Lemonade doesn't show a sign of a bottom yet. Churchill Capital does not show a sign of a bottom yet. Continuing to fall. Tesla here is not showing a sign of bottom yet either. Continuing down. Upstart. Upstart's only up 2% right now. So not as euphoric as it has been. A little more volatile. It's not like it's straight down. Visa Visa's like up today, 1.7%, but it's Visa. Oh, I thought Visa after hours was like in the gutter. Oh, let's see what's going on. Somebody says Bitcoin's trending out. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. BTC. Yeah, 57K, 57,200. By the way, if you want to see me rant about cryptocurrency, yesterday at the end of the Confronting Graham Stephan live stream, let me see. Yeah, that's what I use. At the end of the Confronting Graham Stephan live stream, talk about how cryptocurrency, literally all of it, could just implode and disappear. Now, I don't think that's a very high likelihood, but yeah, here it is. Confronting Graham Stephan. It's crazy because it's like a 3-hour live stream. So you'd have to go, I think, somewhere around to like, I don't know, over here, like 3:05 in, like somewhere around here. Go to like 2 hours and 40 minutes in. And then somewhere around there, you could listen to the rant. I think it's worth listening to. It's just worth, like, if you're super crypto bullish, which I like crypto. I'm optimistic. I don't think I'm a super bull, but I'm optimistic. If you're super crypto bull, at least watch that and think about it. Consider it. You don't have to agree with me. Just consider it. Yeah. All right. So what else here? New Jersey will pause further reopenings as COVID cases climb. Okay, we saw that earlier. BlackRock cuts fees on $7.9 billion ETF to near zero. Another loss leader. That's okay. Let's see here. Sales of previously owned U.S. homes declined to 6-month low. Yeah, that's interesting. And I think they mean just the volume. It's just like nobody's selling. Let's see. Sales. Yeah. Sales up. It's not prices. It's sales up. And you would think inventory should be going up right now. That's nuts. That's not. Housing inventory just is not catching up. It's really frustrating. Yeah. No. All right. What else is top news here? Bonds overstate inflation. Totally agree. We read that. Volkswagen's EV business may be worth $230 billion. Oh, nice bullish increase by not that Deutsche Bank has any kind of bias towards Volkswagen. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's look at the sticks here again. What you got? What's going on here? What is going on at the world of the sticks? So, Affirm finally running. I mean, this hit rock bottom, I feel like, on Friday. Let's look at this. Affirm, no, not quite. It did hit rock bottom on March 5th was the rock bottom. Hit a low. Woo! Intraday low is $69 at Affirm. I mean, even where it is right now, which is $80, it's so low relative to like even IPO excitement, where it closed for $95. It's at $85 now. Anybody who's bought it, with the exception of like the last, I got like something in my eye. Last week where it's somewhat been trying to go up, or last 2 weeks, they're upside down. NGA really gave up a lot of the run here, and you could see this crazy curve, the skyrocketing of NGA here in January, and then just deflating since then. That happens too with the SPACs. Once the hype goes away, down. Hold on one sec. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Tesla's just, it's giving it all up. It's giving everything up. It just can't handle it. It's too much for Tesla. See, look at that. This is the hype trade right here. You get news. You get Kathy's new bullish price target. Goes up 5%. Everybody at ARK probably celebrating, yay! And then you get the deflation. Regular occurrence with the news cycle. Super, super normal. AMC now down 14%, potentially hit a little bit of a bottom here. Purple down 5%. Why is Purple down so much? GM all of a sudden down 5%. GameStop went from up like 4% to down 4%. What a swing in the day. Woo! You know, it's almost like we had a fun open, and this is like the party everybody was hyped up for. And then we got to the party, and like we got our first round of drinks, and everybody's like, yeah, cheers, yay. And then we start drinking our drinks, and it's like, man, these drinks are really diluted. This party actually kind of sucks. Yeah, like this sucks. and just like the sentiment is literally just declining. It's literally plummeting. And that's a little bit of what we are seeing now. Okay. Yeah. The House of Grapane. Where is the soundboard? Let's. Do we need the soundboard again? Why not? Why not? I need to get a physical soundboard so I don't have to keep loading different screens here. But that'd be cool.
The House of Pain.
It's come. It's come. It's like we're storming the beaches of Normandy. Oh yeah. Why? It is interesting. Is it the 10-year? What can we blame? No, because the 10-year is stable. 10-year is not doing anything. Yeah, 1.69%. It's nothing. Somebody wants me to do my German accent. I don't know that I can do a German accent. Lauren can do a German accent. You could also just start yelling and then talking German. So, okay. Let's see what the live blog says. Chinese tech lags U.S. on sanctions report. Chinese tech is lagging U.S. counterparts, as shown by the drop in the NASDAQ, Golden Dragon Index. Okay, let's see. Okay, so U.S. and its allies are set to announce sanctions on China as soon as today. U.S. Political reported. Whoa. Du hast mich. That's funny. Okay. You know, I always wonder, is that song You Hate Me or You Have Me? Anyway. So what do we got here? U.S. and allies set to announce coordinated sanctions on China over Uyghurs' genocide. Okay. Great. So what do we got? Let's see here. See, it's literally half and half here. You have me versus you hate me. Du hast mich. It could be both. It could be either of them. Anyway. All right. Set to announce an array of sanctions on China on Monday over what officials have called a genocidal campaign against Uyghur Muslims, according to two people familiar with the issues. Let's see. The sanctions are expected to vary in type. Okay, and will include global economic sanctions on individuals alleged to be involved with mistreatment. Got it. EU this morning approved sanctions against 4 Chinese officials. Great. All right. Well, as soon as we get, du hast mich gefragt. As soon as we get, this political tension back. I mean, remember what we had with Trump, folks. Who remembers this? With Trump, we had a really solid period of time where we were really concerned about this whole Chinese trade war, and it tanked stocks. It just tanked them. It was bad. We could see that again. We could see it come back. More pain. More pain.
Don't buy. Don't buy.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't buy. Don't buy.
And
The House of Pain.
wait, we need some more. Head chop. This is head chop. That's disturbing. Okay. Households have finally gotten over the GFC years. Global financial crisis years? Okay. Hospitals hide price data from web searches. Hospitals hiding their pricing? No. There's no Jay Powell live on CNBC. What you talking about? They're talking about AstraZeneca. I'm looking at the CNBC. They're talking about ETFs. I know he's chatting here. I'll go see if he's on C-SPAN. Let's see. Let's see if he's around. Where is he? He's not here. Okay, let's see. Jerome Paul. There it is. He. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. I saw him this morning chatting. Yeah. No, see, CNBC had a live stream of him making a statement, which I'll summarize this video later. They were just talking about central bank digital currencies and that. But I don't see no Jerome speaking now. This is old news. This is old news, folks. He's not on yet. What do you mean he's not on yet? He's done. I think he's got multiple things. Let's do this, okay? Wall Street Journal, central banks. Since everybody's so interested in Jay Powell, let's figure out what his schedule is. All right. So Barkin speaks at 10:30. ECB Schnappe speaks to review. Daly speaks. Okay. I don't know. I don't see anything. All right. Yeah, exactly. It's old. This is old news. I think y'all got the old news notification from CNBC. Blame YouTube for that. I don't blame you. I blame YouTube for that. All right. Oh, look at this. We are recovering. We are jumping off the bottom here. So AMC is recovering. Sundial's recovering. Naked Brand's recovering. Well, no, not really. Zom's trying to recover. GM is just plummeting still. Still plummeting. Didn't get the memo. Didn't get the memo that we're going the other way. Matterport, pretty rough right here. Redfin recovering a little bit here after that 5% sell-off. Workhorse, Canoe, Win, OGI, Macy's, TCF, Pinterest. You know, good set of 2% losses here. I mean, the market really did turn red broadly. Tesla's trying to recover here. All right. What else here? Oh, Blink deciding to try to run here. Blink's really done well relative to ChargePoint just in like the last month here or so. Restoration Hardware and Phase. Okay, I mean, not as green as it was. All right, but what's in the news? Let's see here. Well, first thing we can do is listen to this for a moment. See what, oh, it's a TV commercial. Okay, so Bloomberg's on TV commercial. Is this politics or money?
Asian Americans.
Words have consequences. It's the coronavirus.
Cars with China or the U.S. Meanwhile, Kathy Woods closely watched ARK Invest raising its 2025 price target for Tesla stock to $3,000 a share. The stock move already astronomical over the past 12 months, up nearly 700%. Tesla is ARK Innovation's biggest holding, making up more than 10% of the fund. But Mike, I actually think the comments about Tesla's data and the security of that data is particularly important, especially given the fact that you did see the Chinese military last week ban Tesla cars from entering its complexes. They cited the security concerns over the cameras installed in the vehicles. In some ways, it kind of echoes some of the U.S. clampdown on Chinese hardware and products made by Chinese companies, but there are two key differences, I think, to all of this. The first is that in China, you have something called military-civil fusion, which basically suggests that the Chinese military, the Chinese government could come in and claim access to essentially technologies that its commercial companies create and export to other parts of the world. So for right or wrong, that has been part of the debate on that side. We don't have that here in the US, obviously. And also Tesla's factory in China is 100% owned by Tesla, which is a very rare situation as well. So they are very much their own autonomous facility there. And you got to think sharing with anybody is going to be bad for any government. Is going to be bad for business.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's always hard to really figure out if there's legitimate security concerns. If it is just a little bit of a maybe just to keep the foreign-owned company, the competitor to many EV companies in China, a little bit on the defensive, and of course, Tesla's collection.
That's what I think this is. Personally, I think this is just like, I think China caught wind. Okay, this is my opinion, and I don't think it's an unreasonable opinion. I would not be surprised that China caught wind that the United States and the European Union were considering doing sanctions. I mean, it wouldn't be hard for them to have, especially since it's kind of been talked about. But anyway, but caught wind that it was coming, like Monday, potentially, right? And it caught wind about this last week. And then, okay, fine. Y'all gonna sanction us? Let's do what, because think about this, okay? Let's do to you guys what you did to us. Well, what did the United States and the European Union do to China? Think of a company like Huawei or Hikvision. Hikvision makes digital cameras, security cameras. US and the European Union started phasing out of using these cameras and saying that these are potentially infested with a malware and spyware, so that the Chinese Communist Party can spy on American companies using these cameras. Well, doesn't that sound awfully familiar to the argument that China is now making about Teslas, right? Circling back. So to me, it's a little tit for tatty, It's a little, oh, you want to make fun of our cameras? You want to make fun of Hikvision? Well, we'll make fun of Tesla's vision. I don't know. My thinking. I get a little jaded especially when we get in these trade wars about this nonsense. What's this guy saying?
Stations. Yes, we do sell charging stations to others, but our main business is to partner with property owners and deploy charging infrastructure in their locations under long-term exclusive contracts where we own the charging stations, and our profit is going to come from in the future from the sale of fuel, not necessarily the sale of the hardware. Although we do generate most of our revenues today from the sale of hardware because we make an amazing piece of equipment, our real business is really selling fuel. And that's going to take place in more volume, obviously, when there are more EVs on the road.
And getting those utilization rates up. But back to charging stations. So you say you have over 15,000, but even there, I know there are people who say that creates a false impression because a lot of these are residential chargers. They're not networked and they're not accessible. Is that in fact the case? And that actually there's about, of that 15,000, 8,100 or so that are residential stations that are non-networked?
That is correct. When we talk about deployed charging stations, we talk about all charging stations that people can use. In actuality, if you look at the combined amount of Blink and the companies that it's acquired.
Is this close? Did I get close?
24,000 charging stations. But today out there in the field, there's about 15, 16,000. And you are correct. A lot of them are for residential purposes, and we have both networked and non-network charging stations for the residential market. In addition, we have charging stations in IKEA, Whole Foods locations, Burger Kings, McDonald's, literally across different industries.
Maybe not. Sean Connery.
In tandem with EVs hitting the market.
But let me just understand, though. I mean, if a charging station's in somebody's garage of their home, I'm likely not going to use it. I mean, how is that going to contribute to profitability, given utilization rates are the key here for your business?
That is correct. Utilizations are the key. Single-family home chargers Yes, those are chargers that are deployed, but they do not bring us recurring revenues. Although when you do buy one of our home charging stations, you typically get a credit for our Blink network. You access the Blink mobile application, and people who use our charging stations at home are more inclined to then go out when they need additional range to be able to go use our charging stations in the public domain. One thing that's different about us between us and every other EV charging company that you have out today, we are the only vertically integrated EV charging infrastructure.
Oh,
fully
clickbait.
integrated. We provide a home charging station all the way up to DC fast chargers that are along highway routes, superchargers, and we have everything in between. And we give a deployment model on every type of location that there is, and multiple models in being able to pull out that hardware, whether the property owner wants to purchase that hardware, maintain it and own it on their own, to us paying for everything, literally from the charging station to the hardware, to paying for the networking services, in addition paying for the installation. And also we have property owners that they don't mind making capital improvements in their locations, but they don't necessarily want to take the technological risk or manage and run the entire offering. So we have different offerings for all of our different types of property owners, and it's one of the things that separates us from everybody else. You have ChargePoint, who sells hardware. You have Electrify America, who owns and operates, and we're the only one who's able to provide a charging solution for whatever type of property owner there is and whatever type of location there is with the right hardware solution.
Michael, when you talk about eventually your business will be more towards selling fuel itself, what's your assumption about pricing? What does it do to the kind of the kind of cost benefit equation for owning an EV?
There are multiple benefits for owning an EV, and Elon Musk has proven that over and over again. That's not our job. Our job is to go ahead and fuel those vehicles. And without a question, if you're charging at home, it's a much it's lower per mile to drive using electricity than using gasoline. Obviously, as costs come down, as we have more volume, we'll be able to lower the prices of our electricity. We're also working now on being able to reduce our cost of electricity. Obviously, as volume increases, our costs will go down. So we're in a very great position. Ultimately, we plan on being able to offer the greatest prices to our customers. In addition, we're going to be offering subscription pricing, so you can pay one price for all of your driving needs.
Michael, I just want to go back to the chargers themselves for a minute here. I mean, there have been reports by concerned investors, some short sellers as well, that your chargers are sometimes not maintained, they're missing, they're broken. How do you respond to that?
I mean, look, everybody, they all deal with that. Tesla deals with that crap as well. It's no surprise. The charging networks have a way to go before they're like consistently functional and operational all the time without fault. Yeah, cancel culture targets Panda Express is apparently what Fox News is covering. Okay, we're talking about Panda Express now. Okay, let's go to the Bloomberg TV here. Let's see, what are they talking about? CP Rail to buy Kansas City Southern. Okay, all right. Also a little on the niche side here. So let's do a look here at the sticks. We got a Firm and SunPower running. Nice run at a Firm. Almost up 7% there. It has given some of that back. Tesla as well ran, but gave a lot of that back. A lot of that gain came right off. Not going to get to those breakout levels of that 710 plus or whatever. We've got API fell back under 60 year. Hydrofarm, Roku, Enphase still a bargain under 160. Hey, look, I'm not ignoring the human rights suggestion or potential issues currency manipulation. How we know they peg to the U.S. dollar, but we know there's a lot more that's going in, and they peg within the degree to the U.S. dollar. Intellectual property theft is part of the trade war. Like, yeah, look, hey, DKUA, thank you for sharing those. I'm not ignoring that. I'm just simply saying I think China is going, oh, you want to crap on our cameras? We'll crap on your cameras. That's all I'm saying. Okay, this cannabis play is down a chunk here. AMC 13%. Let's see here. SOS, Cost, GM, Gap, Nordstrom, a lot of these recovery, the retailers down a good chunk today. It's kind of like some of the tech is really getting a little bit of love today, but not a lot. It's kind of a flattish day. A lot of stuff in the middle over here too. I don't know. Not so fun today. What's this guy got to say?
And will be a lot more economically
Okay,
priced than
Michael, we're almost out of time. Let me just finally, I mean, are you going to need to raise more money? You had, what, $5.5 million in revenues last year. I know you sold stock recently. Is the company going to be in a position to fund itself, or are you going to need to go to the capital markets?
We were fortunate enough to be able to raise almost $250 million in January. And from an equity standpoint, that's enough. But if you look at the market that we're in today, the U.S. has about 300,000 viable charging stations. By 2030, we need between 12 and 14 million charging stations. For us, in order for us to own and operate as many as we'd like to, it's going to require additional capital. But we believe we're going to be able to work on having more infrastructure take financing with very little or no dilution. The industry is changing. There's a lot more faith in the industry. And I think there's a consensus now that the future of mobility is to be powered by electricity.
Which is why we wanted to have you on. Michael, we're absolutely out of time, but certainly appreciate you taking it with us as well. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. You all.
Always the cutoff. All right. So what else? Pretty stable here. Stable. Yeah, well, I mean, do we want to say stable? This one, I interviewed the CEO. This one's selling off here today. Yeah, this one's selling off. I don't have any in this play here, the GGTTF. But yeah, Sundial, hey, maybe if it falls to a level where it becomes a bargain, be worth it. Naked, SOS, Costs, GM, Express, Nordstrom. This is some big declines here in the retail seg. Pinterest down 3% on that. Some price cuts on projections. We've got on the green side here, Affirm and SunPower. They're running it. Yeah, I mean these things are staying pretty stable here right now. We'll have to see how things develop in the market today. I can't say that I'm like. I mean, there's like one stock that I've been nibbling at over the past couple weeks, but and last week when we had a little bit more of a dip, I bought a little bit more Tesla, and I can't remember what else, but a few other things. But I'm not like jumping up and down to go really heavy on things right now. I'm so paying attention for this potential, second round of dips. And I don't know. We'll see. How much this inflation talk keeps people nervous. If the bond sell-off is over, like some people are talking about, then maybe we're not going to see that sell-off again. But then again, the last time they said the bond sell-off is over, the bond sell-off kept selling off. So yeah, it's nutso. I mean, the treasury yield's just been sitting doing nothing here. Let's look at the day. Okay, going into the day period rather than the 3-day. Yeah, I mean, this is like very, very little movement here. Kind of boring. Kind of not fun. Yeah, it's some entertainment. Where is the entertainment? We got to put a show on. I don't know. All right. Well, I would say check out that course coupon code down below. Use it before Friday because the prices will go up. They've consistently gone up. So take advantage of that 38% off coupon code. I will be live in the private live stream answering all your questions in an hour and 20 minutes. Look forward to it. We'll talk about we'll go a little deeper on some market thoughts as well. And yeah, folks, if you're in the course, we'll see you in an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go make myself another 3 cups of coffee because I need it. And maybe some entertainment will break out in the meantime. Thank you again for being here, folks. We will see you in the next video.